Hey guys, welcome back to the channel of aviation today, and today I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial on how to set up your Cessna 172 at home on your X-Plane 11 simulator. This is the paid version of the Cessna, so I'll put a link into the description of if you guys want to get that, but the same things will apply to you even if you use the X-Plane free version. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna do another cold and dark startup video, and this one's fairly basic, and it's much more easier to comprehend and to remember compared to some of the bigger airlines like the 330 and the 737, but yeah, this one will be fairly easy for you guys to do. And just remember, also, you guys can write down on maybe like a notepad while I'm doing everything, just in methodical order or chronological order, what you need to do first, and then checks and everything like that. So yeah. So without further ado, we're going to start this Cessna 172 up for you, and I'll show you a quick tutorial on how to do that. And once again, I'm going to link into the description where you can buy this plane. And yeah, let's get started. So we're cold and dark at the moment now. We can have a GPU for the Cessna in our 172 settings here for our Airflow Labs. By the way, this is an Airflow Labs 172 Cessna, which is a really good overview of how a real Cessna works anyway. But we can use our GPU if we want to. We've got a checklist here, but I'm going to forget the checklist for the moment, just due to the fact that it's a pretty in-depth checklist, and I want this to be fairly easy for you to do. So without further ado, let's just go here. So we've got our throttle. Obviously, we can open this door quickly. We can walk outside.
The exterior manipulation
mode
is now active.
Yeah, now they said the exterior things is now active. We can do our checks. There's people in here, so we can check everything here. We can check our probes. We can take our probes off. So these are our probes. We can take our prefab probes off. We can check our fuel vents. So it's fairly realistic. We can check our ailerons. And then applies all around the plane, so I'm not going to go into too much depth about that. So we're going to hop back into the plane. We're going to close our door. The first thing we're going to do is, I'm just going to, and also this little pad here that's usually on the thing, that's stopping the Cessna from moving anywhere. So the first thing we need to do is take this off. Now we have free controls, and now I'm going to click on this just to get rid of it. First thing I want you guys to do is turn on once again our master bats, our alternators and our batteries. Now you're going to hear some funny noises, which is what you're meant to hear. And that noise was my flaps, and they were coming up for some reason, because they were down. Yep, so my flaps were up. So the first thing, just disregard what I just said back there. First thing we want to do is turn on these master batteries. The second thing we want to do is, you can hear the battery slowly booting up. Second thing we want to do is just put on our beacon lights outside. Chuck the beacons on, so people are visible now. And by the way, we're at Moorabbin Airport. If anyone doesn't know which airport we're at. So obviously there did be like flight schools behind here, like where my mouse is pointing, but we don't actually have a scene for that. But this is a pretty cool map. So yeah, anyway, we're at Moorabbin. So once again, we've clicked these two master batteries on. The second thing we need to do is prime the engine, which is really important. So what we're going to do is we're going to chuck this mixture to full rich, click on the fuel pump, and hold that for a few seconds down.
The engine seems ideally primed.
You're going to get a message down here. It's going to say the engine seems ideally primed. Now what we want to do is chuck this sort of car key switch, if you like. We're going to go right, left magneto, both, and then as soon as we turn the next one, it's going to start the propeller. So just be cautious of that. So now we're going to start the propeller. So we're going to do this. Now our gyro, disregard that, our artificial horizon is lining up now. We have a propeller started, and we can test it as well, so we're going to go.
Engine is cold.
Okay,
Use
so
less throttle during warm up.
I actually forgot to put my parking brake on. So here we are. Don't disregard that. So we started the propeller. So once again, I'll just tell you I'll just read you what we did before. So these two batteries on, batteries on, the alternator and the bat. Put in our mixture to full rich, primed it with the fuel pump, and then turned it off again. Then we turn this thing to start, hold it, let go, and we've got power. Now the second thing we're going to do is put these avionics masters on. So chuck these two on. Now everything should be coming on slowly. So now what we need to do is, so we've chucked the avionics masters on now. Now we want to go here. Sorry, before we do that, we need to turn on our comms. Also, we can turn it. Generally, pitot heat is just in case you're flying in a icy sort of condition, and you don't want your probes to freeze up. So if you turn this on, this basically warms up these probes here, so there's no ice or any moisture blocking readings of those into your analog or digital dials. So we don't need that for a moment because we're on the ground, so we can turn it off. Go pitot heat off. So we have, this is a fairly simple panel here. We've got our circuit breakers, our ignition switch, our two masters, more circuit breakers here, avionics master. These are basically all lights instead of this one, which is the pitot heat, and this one is the fuel pump. And we can put our navigation lights on now as well, which is our two ones on the right. Chuck on our strobe as well. And now what we can do is turn this bad boy on. So we go nav. And we can firstly chuck these on, so everything should be, yep, that's a noise, which is indicating this thingy coming on here, so we can chuck this on as well, put that U on. We can leave it on RMT frequency for the moment. We're not going to really use it in this video too much. So this is our autopilot panel, and then we can put, this is our, basically this is our spot code. So it's our transponder. So this transpond this number generally received by the ATC to our whereabouts. Chuck you on. This is basically our timer. So our ADF and BOFO. And then we're going to put on our radio comms. So these are our two frequencies. And then finally this thingy here. This is basically, well, it's an implemented Garmin sort of system, and it sort of acts like a kind of a digital sort of if you like a digital sort of I guess like Garmin type of thingy. I don't really know how to describe it. It's pretty useful, but generally in these Cessnas we use our VFR flight rules, which is so we don't actually rely too much on our instruments. Quickly finish this off. Click on that, and we should be good now. Now, just to fix something, so we can add in our yoke back in. We can turn that off, and we don't need to be connected to a GPU. We can, that's already on, and we can test our lights, test dim, all good. Now we can go outside, and we can see we can test our flight controls and go up, go back, go left and right, and rudders as well. And you can hear those noises as well, which is really nice. You can also see inside if I zoom in for you. You can also see that the yokes are actually moving, which is pretty cool. I find that a nice feature. We can test our engines. That's full throttle. That's on. Nice effects there. For some reason, I don't know why, but this thing isn't coming on, so I'm just gonna try and fix something here. Try to quick start. We're gonna go cold and dark again, and then we're gonna go auto start here. That will hopefully work. and basically, this is doing everything that what I did again before. So basically, do the exact same for what I did. So it's prime the engine, it's put the fuel pumps on, releasing a bit of mixture, chucking his lights, and okay, so the gun thing is booting up now, and he's turned on everything else, which is what I did. This is actually really useful as well for other things. Okay, so basically you can put a mixture to full rich, and so everything else is on. So this is exactly what I did before. So I'll just show you what this thingy is quickly. It's a Garmin 430. Just it's still connecting up. So the idea of this is that these comms will display what is being recorded on this as well. So see how this says 118.0 zeros, that also 118.0, and the top comm, which is our one that we're not onto now, is 120.1, and this should be also 120.1, which I can change quickly if you guys want to see. So 120.1, like that. And that's on. But I will add that out. That's because we haven't connected anything yet. So we can. This is basically change the GPS to vlog. Yeah. So this is, if I can just clear this quickly. Go to OBS. Put that on CDI. Flight plan. And we can go next ring. And this is our waypoint. So we can basically activate anything. So we use it for a lot of things basically, but yeah, it's pretty useful sometimes, I guess, when you're flying in cloud. But generally you don't fly in cloud with these things because they can't go that high. But and that's our parking brake here, so we can put our parking brake in. Yokes back on like this, and one more thing I forgot to show you is the flaps. So we can change our flaps. Chucking down, these are our flaps that will be coming down as well, like this. As you can see, and chucking back up all the way. And yeah, this is the Cessna. So I'm just gonna cut the power all the way back, and you'll see the propeller stop. Yep, the propeller stop. Alright guys, that's about it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this very comprehensive video of the tutorial on the Cessna 172 SP. Once again, don't be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll put this Cessna in the links below if you guys want to buy it from the xplane11.org website. It's a really good one to buy. I would highly recommend it, and in future videos I'm going to do some circuits with this, and I'll show you how to the best way to handle controlling it in crosswinds and headwinds and downwinds and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll put it in the link, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next video. Alright guys, see ya.